Heart to a guy with cash. Was pain to a guy that's mad. Said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Kick it when my nigga wanna kick it with a nigga and kick it with y'all. He wanna ask for y'all acting different because he got a little money, act different on y'all. No, he ain't the one stripping some niggas around. Acting funny because he got a requirement. You know, one of them just trying to try me. Just one up a time, but put it cut up a time, but down, pick it up the car, but get somebody to serve the pie. Just wanna put it down, but put it the time, put it pop up my nigga. How you wanna live?
Ps5 got me.
I love my family.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go.
No, I can't go.
I can't go.
No, I can't go.
Sometimes I need a check.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he's got Rome. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 49 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
There we go, baby.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Near the goal line, Bridgewater. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater And this will be incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 65 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Shit.
This return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Out to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson will throw again. Quick slant to Brown.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
And Jackson throwing once more.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Now Dobbins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now that after the sack, will be interesting to see what they had planned for 2nd and 23.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
That is 3 plays and it's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. With it is Brown. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down.
K1 short pushing through there to make the play defensively.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll look to run with Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 21. Panthers.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Gunn on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line. Tonight's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work now, work now, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work now, work now, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work now, work now, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, Panic hammer to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Justin Tucker to kick off
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Throwing, Prescott.
at the 25-yard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Now Brown. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Jackson now. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown.
That look like some Tecmo Bowl shit. Look at that nigga, dog.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Y'all little niggas off me, dog. Let's go. Lamar, that was huge.
And then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 57 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Zerline good with a PAT. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 36 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. 3rd and long for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Cowboys 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott on the move to his left. And he'll sling that one in there, complete to Cooper on the comebacker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's 2nd down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Prescott now from the 50. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it'll be 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Brings their line to kick off for Dallas.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And down he'll go at the 25.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 54 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. There he goes, Amari Cooper. 20.
This is too easy right here.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Come on again.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 82 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Terrible.
The
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He's across midfield.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19.
Let's go snuggle.